Okay, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a little video here. This is one of my iPhone 5s in gold, and this is actually the 16 gigs model right there. I thought I'd go ahead and show you what it looks like after installing the iOS 10. So this is actually iPhone 5s, and I installed the iOS 10 on this device right here. So the first thing we're going to see is actually this screen right here, and there is no slide to unlock anymore. There is actually going to the notification center by sliding it in one direction, and when sliding it the other direction you go directly to your camera. So that is something that is new in iOS 10. To unlock this phone, actually place your finger on there. If you have installed the Touch ID, I want to go ahead and do that once more because it felt very strange. Oh no, there you go. So in the device here, in the iOS, there is not much have been changed. I mean, in as far as we can see, but there is quite a few changes. So for instance, having a look on the message right here. I don't know how well you can see this, but if I'm, for instance, going to send a message over iMessage, I can just go ahead and send, for instance, give me pizza now. I can actually go ahead and send this right away, and it shows up on some of my other iPhones right here. What I can actually go ahead and do, and the same if someone is sending me some text, can actually go ahead and tap on the actual message like this. It brings up a menu right here, so I can choose whether I want to love this with a heart, or thumbs up, thumbs down, haha, question mark, and so on. So if I like something, I just push the thumbs up and it will be a thumbs up. And you can hear the iPhone right here that I'm sending the message to actually get a notification telling that is a thumbs up. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, there is actually some new features as well in the photos. If I go to my camera roll right here, you can see I have taken some pictures just recently. But something that is new here is actually, well, not new, but something that is kind of cool is you can now very much more easy create albums and that kind of stuff. So if I'm creating something like random here, I actually can go ahead and move some pictures to the folder random that I just created and press done right there, and bam, right here you got my albums, and this is the random right there, and that's the pictures that I moved from my my camera roll right there. So I can go ahead and create as many albums, as many folders as I wish. So that's kind of cool, I think. I can also go ahead and edit these. I can actually go ahead and delete the folder as well. But in this case, I don't want to do that. Something else very cool is actually going to the clock app right here. You can see that it's kind of like night vision here right now. So that's kind of cool because when looking at the clock, you can assume that you're in bed, or maybe are going to sleep, or maybe you just got awake. So in this case, they actually added a night feature which means this application is actually black, so there is no very light sources here, and that's kind of cool. So you can add world clocks right here just as before. Alarms is just as before, and in my case it's very early, as you can see. Something that is new in the iOS 10 is actually the feature bedtime right here. This is actually very good because you can activate this one by tapping this little flick right there, and this is here you can adjust how many hours you need to sleep. Okay, so in my case I need to sleep 7 hours, so that means I need to go to bed at approximately 11 p.m. So I can change this as much as I want to, depending on when I'm supposed to get up. I mean, as long as it's 7 hours that I need, you can adjust this for how you think you need to, what type of sleeping pattern you need. That's, for instance, I need to get up at 9. For example, you need to go to bed at 2 a.m. So by adjusting this, you actually can have a better view on your sleeping pattern. And let's say my 7 hours can easily be changed to, let's say I need 8 hours. I just push this one down to 10 p.m. right there, and voila, I get 8 hours right there. So this is kind of cool. I like this a lot, and this is a very useful tool right there. So if you don't want to use this anymore, you just go ahead and take it off. The stopwatch is actually improved as well. You can actually go ahead and, here you have two types of watches right here. This is the more classic one, whether this is more the digital one. So let's go ahead and start this one. Time is running. Let's say I'm doing laps. I can go ahead and press laps here, just as before. Something that is very cool. Bam, there you go. You can see all the courses right there. As long as I do a lap, you can see that this blue one go to the 0, well, the 60 immediately. So that's kind of cool. I'm stopping there. I can actually see here in the digits as well. So that's something that is very cool. Down here I can see the laps and the time that each lap did actually. So I go ahead and reset that. So that's very cool. Go to the timer. That's exactly as before. A little redesign. You can change how many hours you want the timer to be, or minutes, or yeah. So I think that's kind of cool. So that's pretty much what it is in the clock application right there. The maps is actually, I'm not going to go through all of this. I'm just going to go ahead and show you that there have been some changes right here. I can tap on a city, for example, London. Something shows up, and I can go ahead and see information about London right here. There is some information from Wikipedia. I can actually see the area, elevation. I can see a lot of stuff here. So that's just some information about about each city. So I can go to Edinburgh right there. I can push this little where Edinburgh is right there. I can drag up this one. I can get some information about Edinburgh. This is some Wikipedia stuff, just as London, and that's kind of cool, I think. And you can also if you want to take away this little thing right here, just press the little cross right there, and it all disappears. So, and these days you can also use this as a kind of like a GPS. So it's not working only as a solid map anymore. You can actually use it as a interactive GPS. So that's kind of cool. What else can I mean, there is not a huge changes here. Going to the calculator, you can see that I calculated something 417. I don't give a shit. So it's looking pretty much the same as before, and everything else is looking pretty much the same as before. I can go into my calendar and it's looking exactly the same as before. There's not much changes right there. I can go to my settings right here. You can actually see that I'm going into this is the Here Gear 5S Gold phone number 1, because I have a lot of iPhones right here, as you can see. So this is this iPhone right here. You can see that I'm running currently iOS 10.0.1. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's actually what it said right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it about this. I'm not going to go into any details right here. There is some new features in the settings area, but there is no major difference right there. So when the App Store is looking exactly the same, you got some. There is some in the iBooks and news app. There is actually some big changes as well. But this is actually the biggest changes that I would like to show you in this little video here. And if you are asking me if it's worth it to upgrade, I think totally you should upgrade to iOS 10 because it's awesome. It's working pretty good, as you can see on my iPhone 5S right here. I'm just logging on to the iOS pretty fast here, just by pushing this one right here. And also you can hear some new sounds right here. One more time. It sounds pretty neat, I think. So something else is actually they have given some other sounds to the sending messages right here. You can hear right here. Do you hear that the letters is actually one type of audio, and the space is something else? And deleting, that's actually very cool. When it comes to the emojis right here, there is actually pretty much the same. There is quite a few. There is a few new ones. For instance, something I saw just immediately was actually that they changed the gun to a water gun actually. So you can see that is a toy gun, and I think that's cool. You don't need any more violence and other stuff in this world, so I think it's cool they changed the gun to a water toy gun or anything like that. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry for not making a full tutorial here. The purpose of this video is actually just to show you that iOS 10 is working just perfect with the iPhone 5S right here. I have some other iPhone 5Ss right here, different sizes and different colors and all that kind of shit. So for now I'm happy with running the iOS 10 with this phone right here. As I said, if you're asking me, I think you should upgrade. It's working smooth, perfect. Everything is working just great right here. There is no hustle, there is no nothing, it's just working just perfect. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care now. Bye bye then.